Oh, hey Johnny. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Keep it blazing, yeah. Yeah, Janik not afraid to light it. He will not deny it. We're not afraid to roll it up. Cause I know I don't smoke it. Nah, I don't smoke it. Nah, I don't smoke it. No. Everywhere we feel like we roll it up. Rasta, nah, I don't smoke it. I don't smoke it. Janik, we nah, I don't smoke it. Everywhere we feel like we roll it up. Rasta, nah, I don't smoke it. Hey, you will hear me, Mr. Man. I will never disobey your laws. But not a day goes by. Janik him know have a little draw. I know I said this for you to feel it. But Rasta man no in what you deal it. I know go see your cigarettes. So no tell me what to do. Cause I know I don't smoke it. Nah, I don't smoke it. Nah, I don't smoke it. No. And the way we feel like we roll it up. Janik, nah, I don't smoke it. I don't smoke it. No, we nah, I don't smoke it. And the way you feel like we roll it up. Janik, say we a touch and let go. And we a puff and pass. And if the Babylon wants to say something, Janik I go tell them out them rats. Yeah, so we keep burning the good stuff. And it's a freestyle that Janik I tell them this. Nah, I don't smoke it. Nah, I don't smoke it. Nah, I don't smoke it. No. And the way we feel like we roll it up. Janik, nah, I don't smoke it. Him, nah, I don't smoke it. Him, nah, I don't smoke it. And the way him feel like we roll it up. Hey, hey. In a Canada we puff pass. In a California we puff pass. In a the USA we puff pass. In a Jamaica we puff pass. In a Europe we puff pass. Until the Babylon bout them rats. Hey Johnny, let them know ya man. We nah I don't smoke it. Nah I don't smoke it. Nah I don't smoke it. No. And the way we feel like we roll it up. Yeah. Oh. Say we nah stop. I say we nah stop. Puff it, puff it, puff it. Pass it on.
Motivation Academy. What wicked people do don't bother me. Whoa, you don't know righteousness. All right. Ready for revolute. Wicked people is gonna be executed. Now use no knife, no gun, now go shoot. Righteousness make wicked man speak the truth. Again, ready for revolute. Wicked people is gonna be executed. Now use no knife, no gun, now go shoot. Righteousness make wicked man speak the truth. Again, if there is equal rights and justice, I'm fighting for it. I will not surrender, neither will I quit. Even if them toss me down in the bottomless pit, I'm gonna find me a way to climb out of it. Cause I ain't gonna sit and let you treat me like use me, abuse me, flush me in a toilet. That's why I write a song about it. Cause I just will not stand for it. Again, ready for revolute. Wicked people is gonna be executed. Now use no knife, no gun, now go shoot. Righteousness make wicked man speak the truth. Again, ready for revolute. Wicked people is gonna be executed. Now use no knife, no gun, now go shoot. Righteousness make wicked man speak the truth. Because the more you live, the more you learn. The harder you work is the more you earn. The more you earn, the more you keep. If you are strong, please help the weak. Unity we need to make the thing right. So we cannot get up every day, argue and fight. That will only prove to them that we can't unite. And I'm not gonna give up the fight. That's why ready for revolt. We get ready to be execute. Now use no knife, no gun, now go shoot. Righteousness make wicked man speak the truth. Again, I'm ready for revolt. Wicked man get execute. Won't use no knife, the gun, me now go shoot. Righteousness, me say they gotta fade away. They gotta fade away. They gotta fade away. Won't live to see another day. Gotta fade away. Wicked man gotta fade away. You're not gonna live to see another day. Not gonna see another day. What the man say? Well, the rich get richer every day. While the poor man suffer every day and slave. Now stop work until him get in a grave. Like a caveman with a cup in a cave. In the Babylon you're gonna be bold and brave. Or forever you're gonna be a wicked man slave.
Right.
Such a wonderful word. Look across it.
Rise and shine. This is your time. This is
Motivation Academy. Motivation Academy. Motivation Academy.
we bring love to the woman of the world. Yeah, yeah. Everywhere you are. With a good vibration, positive meditation. Yeah, yeah. Yes.
Motivation Academy. Motivation Academy. Motivation Academy. Motivation Academy.
Get it if you can now. Love for the woman of the world, love for the boys and girls, love protect Mother Nature. Love is waiting for you. Love
Motivation Academy.
Love
Motivation Academy.
Love
Motivation Academy.
Love is everywhere. Oh,
Love for the woman of the world,
love
for the boys and girls,
love
protect Mother Nature.
Love
is waiting for you.
Love
Motivation Academy.
Love
Motivation Academy.
Love is everywhere. Wake up, now rise and shine. Truman Show is a journey of a lifetime. So divine. This is the one-time deal. So much to reveal. Oh no. Say, don't waste your precious moments. You're causing destruction. Connect yourself to the beauty of consistent action. Love, woman of the world, love to the boys and girls. Love, we protect Mother Nature. Love is waiting for you. Love,
Motivation Academy.
love,
Motivation Academy.
love,
Motivation Academy.
love is everywhere. Love
To the woman of the world,
love,
to the boys and girls,
love,
we protect Mother Nature.
love
is waiting for you.
love, love is everywhere.
So you and I can set things straight. That means we can cooperate.
I've got love when you've got hate. Why don't we alternate? See an arse for murder, the rhythm while thunder. I give love to the living yard.
Motivation Academy. Motivation Academy. Motivation Academy. Motivation Academy.
Get it if you can, yeah.
Love to the woman of the world,
Love
to the boys and girls,
love
to protect Mother Nature.
love
is waiting for you.
love is everywhere. Oh, love to the woman of the world, yeah. Love to the boys and girls. Love, yeah, 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 yeah. Love is
Love is everywhere. Bonjour tout le monde. Bonjour tout le monde. Yannick, your host. Motivation Academy. I am back with you, tubing in, signing in, tubing in the tube again with you for another hour, I guess. Yeah. We make it an habit. We win early. We win early. We win the day. Simple. And that's like that. It should be like that for each and every day. Me, that's how I see each and every day. I get up. Like I live my life day by day. I don't stress out too much now. Especially since I'm more in touch with the present moment. I don't tend to stress so much about tomorrow, or like, even though sometimes you see me smile, but my life is not that easy. I smile a lot. I give thanks for life, but I don't have it easy. Sometimes I have hard times, and but I still go through. I still tell myself that I'll find a solution. It's always just like Mark. We just see the tip of the iceberg of our greatness, of everything. I think it's just the tip of the iceberg. What we see in the world is just the tip of the iceberg. That same like if you go on the sea with a boat and you face a iceberg, you never know how big it is because you just see the tip. You don't see what's at the bottom. And sometimes the iceberg can be huge, especially our greatness. My iceberg is huge. I feel it. But what I see is just the tip. It's just the tip. I cannot see the whole thing right now. I got to work more on myself. I have to be really, really consistent. I think I've got to a point where I get the momentum now. So it's consistency, continually more consistency. It's the number one ingredient in truth is consistency. You got to be consistent with your stuff. So it's number one ingredient. You got to know the recipe. Then you apply the recipe and you just make your life shine. Make your life shine. Yeah, because that's what we're here for. But you got to be willing to do all that stuff. You got to be willing also to see. Like some people don't see the iceberg at all. Will crash into it. They will crash into it. Some of us see the iceberg, see the even if you talk about the confusion in this world and the illusion, we just see the tip of the iceberg. It's the same thing. We think we know everything. Suddenly we know the truth. Like basically, what I find is just like repetitive programming. Like especially when you go on the internet to look for information, it's always the same stuff. You'll find there's never nothing really new each and every day. Like it's always the same stuff. Like we need. It seems like we have because. Also, the way I look at it is if you got something to do with your life, if you've got something to do, you work on a dream, on goals, on helping others or sharing or stuff, you will not be defaulting so much to the conspiracy world or all the conspiracy out there and the need to know what's going on. And like I want to know more about me, like what's going on outside of myself today is I know I cannot fix it. I can only fix myself. So that's why I focus on me, because I know I can fix myself. I can fix myself and really go out in the world and honor the body, to honor the person that I have in front of me now, that I see in the screen. I want to honor that person. Like I want to really, really go after all the capabilities I have. And our capabilities are unlimited. Unlimited. The power you have is unlimited. There's no limit to that. There's no we limit ourselves to stay really much in the low vibration. So in that sense, you don't feel really much life really, really deep, I think there's something really grandiose with life. From what I see, there's very immense life, and that's something we should focus on, not focus on distraction and dumb shit and things that doesn't support us. So you do your work each and every day. You wake up, first of all, you wake up with a smile on your face. Very important, even in the hardship, in the hard times, or you're still alive. You're still alive. I'm still here alive. I'm not dead. So what doesn't kill you will make you stronger anyway. If it doesn't kill you, it's going to make you stronger. So just accept the challenge, your circumstances that you are right now are not going to be the circumstances you're going to be in 10 years if you start taking action, or 5 years. Or it can be astonishing sometimes the little amount of time it takes for really wonderful, great things to happen, for people to start gravitating around you, not around you, but around your craft or something. Like it is, sometimes it's astonishing if you take action. If you take action, it can take very little time. Like if you're not consistent, it's gonna take even longer. So be consistent, and the right people are gonna show up in your life. I think it's already taken care of, that part. So it's just you to step into your greatness, step into your mission, to your calling, whatever you want to call it, and the rest of the stuff I think will be provided to us. Like I know that because I have experienced it so far. Lots of, not only, if you can call it blessing, but I think it's more stuff also that we synchronize. I think our mind is much, like we say that the mind is powerful. We always say that the mind is powerful, but I think it's very, very powerful, and it's more powerful than we can even begin to imagine. That's the thing, and especially when it comes to creating our reality and synchronizing stuff in our life, making stuff happen for us. I think that we have the potential to do it, to make stuff happen for us. Like if we really, really concentrate the power of our mind, of our muscle up there, we're gonna do magnificent things with it. As much as if you don't condition it, you'll sit on the couch. Or whatever it is, whatever passive state you have, can be something else than the couch. It's just façon de parler. Mais c'est ça, c'est vraiment de faire de quoi, je pense, avec nos vies. Do something with our lives. Honor the body technology, honor the life that we have, the great gift that we've received. It's just that. It's just honor your life. You've been given life for a reason, not to sit in front of the TV. I'm done with this. And I'll talk about it often because that's something everybody is stuck on. Me, I've just unplugged for the last 3-4 years. But some people, and it's not because I unplugged that the rest of the world totally unplugged. So the rest of the world still very much plugged on distraction. So that's why I talk about this often, because that's the main reason why humanity is in such don't ask question. Like the reason why we don't ask question, we're in distraction. Once you let go of distraction and you have more time on your end and more time to yourself, less noise around you, you'll start asking question. And then the quality question that you're asking yourself will give you a genuine quality of life. But what you want to have, a fake quality of life or a genuine quality of life? So ask yourself the proper questions, the proper set of questions. Make sure you question something. It's important to question. If we don't question anything, we're numb to nonsense. That's what it is. That's what happened to me for a long time. I was not questioning. I was not, and I think this is what can give us a really genuine quality of life, is the quality of question, the set of questions we have in our heads, we have in our minds. That's very important. So ask yourself the right question. Never know. Could be something. The answers are all in there. Why we say the truth is inside of you? Because where the answer is gonna, if you ask yourself a question, where does the answer gonna come? In the mail? As form of letters? As a phone call? No, you will answer your question. That's why the truth is within you, because it depends on the set of questions that you ask. You know, that will lead you to the truth within yourself. You will answer your own. If you stop the noise and the distraction, all the nonsense, and you get to know who you are, you're going to ask yourself some great questions. There's going to be a great questioning happening, and this questioning can change your life. It will give you a genuine quality of life, not a fake matrix life. Like, anyway, me, I think that's very important. And the most existential question that we should all ask collectively, we don't ask them. Like, this is why also, as much as for an individual, not questioning anything will make you numb, but as for the whole also, there's very basic question we don't ask as a whole. And it is like, you know what? Like, where are we? Who are we? And we don't want to touch these questions too much. So we have a fake quality of life. That's what we experience collectively, a fakeness, a fakery, a stage world. Because that's our state of mind, first of all. Very much of us are just fake, and you know, if you give in to that kind of fake quality, it's not genuine. Like, what I want to experience is a genuine vibe, is something natural, not something that is completely fake or made up. So in that sense, yeah. Be wise, because what we see is just the tip of the iceberg. Yeah. And not only, we see the tip, at least is to see something. You know, some people, like I said, don't see at all. They don't even see the iceberg. So at least if you see the tip, you see something. Then after, it's to either you take a dive and you go check the iceberg under, or you slowly let it melt. Maybe it's gonna melt. Like the system is the iceberg, and it's gonna melt eventually. But it's gonna take a lot more heat. We have to generate the heat to melt the iceberg. If we don't generate the heat and the energy and the love and all the good stuff together, we will always see only the tip. So I think it's important at one point to same as for a ship on the sea. You are the ship. It's important to see your whole iceberg one day. I want to see the whole iceberg. I just don't want to see the tip and be satisfied with just seeing the tip. No, I want to know the whole. Like, I want to scratch. Maybe if I scratch the tip of the iceberg, I'll go down. And that's what I think. Anyway, life is meant to be a experience for sure. It's not meant to, but we have life that is becoming, you know, it's easy to give in to boredom and stuff like that. It's a choice to be bored. Most people say that they're bored with life also. That's what happened to many of us. We might be very pumped up for an hour, for two, but the rest of the day, many of us feel bored, feel like they don't belong, they don't their life has no sense of meaning, and that is very important to go get back a sense of meaning in our life. That's very important. Anyway, it's very important for me to give my life some kind of sense of meaning, even though I know I'm not here to change the whole world, and I will not. At least I'm giving my life some kind of sense of meaning. I get something to do. You know, instead of plaguing myself in front of a TV, I come and talk on YouTube. And that elevate my vibration each and every day. You know, it's a conditioning also. I don't want to stress myself out and freak out. So I go easy on myself also each and every day. More fear that go, more focus that comes in, more and more. Then this way I can certainly generate better vibration and inspire others to. Because we need each other. So I'm not alone here. Also, it's good to say that. But I'm not alone. I'm not. No, I don't feel alone at all. Even though sometimes we feel very much isolated. I mean, it's a big world. It can make you feel small. It's a big world. It can make you feel small, but I think we're. Not that we're larger than life, but we're certainly larger than our present circumstances. Certainly larger than that. You can always do more. You can always become more. So you're not a tree. You know, you're not a tree. A tree is nothing but a tree. Okay, a tree will grow for sure, but stays a tree. Cannot transform and become something else and do different things. And a tree stays a tree. You're not a tree. You know, you can change. You can expand. You can have a different kind of life, different vibration with life, and that's the change I'm talking about. You're not gonna change so bad. You might change also on the outside a bit. Even your outside appearance will change, like without even probably noticing it. Like that's what happened to me. I started first of all to lose weight, lost 100 pounds, grow a beard, grow my hair. You know, even the outside changed. So uh, without even, I could just, I think I was due for something, and the change came, and then suddenly it's just a change in your vibration. You want to connect, you want to, but connect is more connecting with yourself. And if you feel connected with yourself, you'll feel connected to others, because it's very hard these days to connect with people because of the ego. Like I have always, even before I talk to people, is sometimes even the stuff I say will be very very short, because I feel the ego very very big, and we all been programmed into this. So even the people that have good art, and they still very much into their ego and the illusion of knowing. So, you know, if you know that you know nothing and you go talk to people that pretend to know, do you want to talk to them? Not really. Yeah. So that's the same for me. I don't really want to talk to people that are walking pretending. I prefer say I know nothing, and I want to discover the world. I'm reborn and I want to discover the world, than to pretend I know shit. It's not my thing really. I don't think I should pretend. I don't think I should walk pretending and say, "Oh, I know about this. I know about that." I don't care anyway. What I care is elevating my vibration and be able to affect people in a positive way, so that they can maybe be inspired to take their life to another level. That we all deserve that. It's not. We're not. Like I said, your circumstances that you're in now, it's because you have accepted it. You can change at any time. You can raise your vibe. You can start working on something that make you feel alive and unplug from the distraction. Often, the stuff that keep us distracted also is not really something that we see right away as distraction. We enjoy it. We enjoy it. We enjoy the world of fantasy and distraction. So we don't see it as distraction, as something that keeps us away from becoming what we're supposed to be and our calling and all that. No, we don't see that, because we enjoy it. I was completely into it, like going to see the hockey game and all that. One point you realize that it's just to keep you away. To keep you away first of all from remembering who you are. Because we all have forgot. We're all amnesiac. I think I have forgotten who I was, because from the age of 20 to 40, there's like a blank period there that I kind of put myself into a trance or under hypnosis. I felt today I look at it. Today I look at it. It's like I was under hypnosis. That's how I felt. I was in the shower before, and I was thinking about that. I'm like, yeah, I felt like I'm under. It feels a bit like I'm outside of hypnosis now, even though I still feel under hypnosis, because there's, come on, like I said, I know nothing, so the hypnosis is probably there, but I feel like I'm moving out of the hypnosis state and just gaining more vibration and more in touch with life, like slowly, day by day. It's a process you do each and every day. Like I'm not born with the. I'm born probably with that kind of Christ consciousness or something, but you gotta do some work to get there. You gotta activate the mind. You gotta, if you don't, we all have a mind, we all have a brain, but if we don't activate it, we don't do nothing with it. The only thing it will guide you to do is to make children, to reproduce, and that's it. That's all. That you'll do it unconsciously. You'll reproduce, believe me. You'll want to reproduce, and it's going to be unconscious. But the rest of the stuff is going to become conscious into our life. We got to take conscious, bold action, and conscious is to think. Is to think. The ability to think, and we all have the ability to think for ourselves, not other people's thinking. So invent, think, use your brain, use your capability, your faculty that you've been given. You're very, very powerful, and even more powerful than you can even begin to imagine, begin to dream of. It goes far. And for me, what I see is very, very immense, and the work I have to do is immense also. But guess what? I'm willing to do it. I'm willing to do it. So the moment that you're willing to do something, you can't really be stopped. Then you start building courage and building more high vibration, and that's what you're gonna go out and show after. It's your good vibration. I don't know. I don't come here. I come here no preparation every day. I just want to stretch and put myself a bit on the spot, live and direct. I'm comfortable with it, but still, when I think of me, like I don't want to come here and just sit and play music and blah 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 and smoke weed and no, it's not the exercise. The exercise is to practice speaking, and that's what I would like to do for the rest of my days. Beautiful said, brother. Jay's and big up, Jay. Hello, much love from China. Oh, China! Wow, Jay, you're from China. Wow, that's great. The land of Zen, yeah, man, for sure. As above, so below, as within, so without. Yeah. Oh, big up, Jay from China, man. Wow, you make my day today. You see how internet, how it's wonderful what we have. I'm all the way here in Canada, in Quebec, in my little place, but I have access to internet. I can put my laptop down, and we can share our thoughts, elevate. What it does to us. An elevation is an elevation of your vibration. It's an elevation of your mental reasoning. This is what we need. We need to, and like I said, it's just quality questions. Once we bring them into our life, it's going to change. It's going to change completely. And it's going to bring you to do things probably that you've never done before. But that's okay. That's because you're meant to do it. Like, I don't question what I do here and there. No, because I follow my heart. I follow my heart without negative. And I just go forward, never backward. I never go backward, always forward. Sometimes it's going to take... Like, I know it's not going to come, I'm not going to end up on the stage across the earth and speaking and all that, because that is my dream, is to become well-known motivational speaker or inspirational speaker. If you ask me, that's what I do, practice here each and every day, put myself on the spot to extend my my focus, especially the focus in the now, not the focus in the tomorrow, yesterday, the day. No, now. That's all there is. That's all there is. If I go by experience, okay, all I've experienced is the now. So that's where we should focus, And if you focus in the now, very often you're not going to lose your train of thoughts. You're not going to lose your thoughts if you focus on the now. If you're not here, your mind is somewhere else, constantly pulled into some kind of thinking of someone. That's why it's important to purge the toxic stuff outside, because then you will recenter yourself and start thinking also more positive thoughts. Often we're in negative thinking because it's the thought of other people inside our head. That's very... so minimize the noise. I think the best is to minimize the noise. If you have noise, the noise I have is the reggae music. But also, I take that passion, that distraction into something constructive. Like, I make research every day for new... potential artists that I could receive on the Truman Show, help them for promotion. Like, I'm trying to help. That's why I do this, because I want to help people. And I love reggae music, and that's something I know I love, and so I just go with it. But that's my thing. Doesn't have to be everybody's thing. Like, it's not so much what we do, it's the example you set with what you do. Like, same as it's not your accomplishment. There's reggae singers I have around me that have accomplished magnificent things, stuff like tens and tens of albums and hundreds and hundreds of singles, thousands of shows across the earth. But one day they made me feel like shit. They made me feel like shit by what they told me or what they wrote in email or their demand. So if you make people feel like shit, what you did has any relevancy? into the experience? Nothing. So it's not about what you do, the accomplishment I do here. If I come here and I'm crabby and I make you feel like shit, works nothing. It works nothing. It works, doesn't work to even do it. But people, they don't. That's the part people miss a lot. Is I yeah, reggae is love for sure. The spice of life. Yeah, I'm from California originally, but been here, South China. Oh, that's cool. Yes, completely. It's all happening. What are you doing in China exactly? Jay, you're working there? Mid station is key for sure. It comes in so many forms. Oh yeah, mid station is key. But mid station, the way I see it, is really I think the mid station is the medium between probably you and your higher self. It's the medium. The mid station is where you find the access to your higher self is through mid station. I do it with music. I do it talking on YouTube. I mid state. I'm in a state of mid station here because I'm in a tube. I'm in a tube tubing into my greatest self. So to me, I'm in a state of mid station right now. I'm working with that medium. That's how I see it. It's not so much a state where we should be like numb, like stop our thinking. Like I love to think. I love to have positive thoughts. It can be very good to think positive. When you think negative, you'll experience negative stuff. So I try to keep it positive with good stuff and good music, good vibes. And this world is already very, very confused, very much under a big illusion. And like the whole world is a stage and stuff, and people don't see it. So what we're gonna do? Like I'm gonna argue day and night with people to make them see what's happening outside of themselves when they can't even see what's happening inside of themselves. If you can't see what's happening inside of yourself, the sabotage you're creating and all that stuff, how are you gonna notice stuff outside? We can't even see what's going on with ourselves. We're afraid. We're in fear of our own life. So imagine how much fear we have. We're in fear of our own life because we don't live. What's the leading cause of death? I told you before that one. What's the leading cause of death? Is life. People don't live. They exist. So the leading cause of death is not cancer. No, it's people that don't live while they're alive. They just exist. They just, first of all, never. I know some people that have passed away, never have a thought for themselves, never have an original thought. Like it's very, it can go very, very far. The mind programming and the Babylon stuff inside of us. We got to become very, very aware. Very aware. I think it's the way to go. Oh, well, you teach English. Good. That's good. Positive vibration. Yes, Babylon is in place to keep us away from ourselves and truth. Yep. Exact. Babylon is everything but the truth. The truth, you will find that inside of you. The truth is easy to. It's very simple. It's very simple. It's just that we live in a world very, very much under. Very much under control or something like, and even the control, like, I mean, we're doing the propaganda also. For sure, there's big people, I mean, in secret societies and all that. But I mean, the most of the job is done by us. I'm not looking so much at the Bilderberg group or like it's us, the sheep. We follow them like sheep. Like that's the problem. It's not because they come and knock at my door to control my mind. I let it. If it happens, it's because you let it. You can reverse your programming like that. You can take charge of your thoughts like this. Just like you can stop smoking like this. You can stop drinking like this. If you have the power, if you work this up there, it is powerful. You can even synchronize stuff in your life, make stuff happen. And I'm talking about serious shit. If I would tell you stuff, I have stories to tell you the stuff that I've done, your head would spin. But something maybe I cannot really say publicly. There's stuff I keep for myself. But if you come and see me, I have lots of stories. And yeah, the great illusion. Yeah, but once you recognize the illusion, also you're not so much like stuck in it. You're not stuck in it no more. It's to see it. It's to recognize also, like, didn't live my life like an idiot, but I wouldn't say I live my life like an idiot, but I live my life like a zombie. That's how I lived. Like, never really reaching out for my greatness. So right there's sabotage. The most sabotage happening, it's not outside. It's inside. It's inside each and every one of us. We're sabotaging ourselves so greatly that some of us, most of us, will never look within. Most of us will never discover the inner realm. There's lots of stuff happening inside. A lot. The most gratifying travel you're gonna do in your life is inside. I'm telling you that. But very exciting. I would be very excited going to China. Yeah, to have a Zen talk with Jay. But also, I feel very, very, very good each and every day traveling the inside and pushing myself to scratch more and more of that potential. There's potential inside for sure, and it's something that has to come out. And you work on it. You just work on it. Like, put your mind to it. It's just sometimes but the laziness of the body, laziness of the mind, and all this mixed together will put you on the numb state in front of the TV and eating hot dogs and drinking Coke, and that's a life for many people, especially here in Canada and US. It's the life for many people. They will sit in front of the TV, eat hot dog, drink Coke, and fucking lobotomize themselves. Never opening a book. Never opening a book. The average American, I think, read one book a year, not even. I think it's one book every 2 years. Like, it's crazy. If you want to be an expert in any domain that you want to know something in anything, just read at least 4, 5, 6 books a month, which is possible. I can read a book in a week easy. Easy in a week. It's nothing. I can read half of a book in one day. If I focus and I let go of distraction, and I don't have my phone near, or tablets, or other devices, or YouTube stuff. If I focus, I can read a book probably in a day too. It doesn't take long to read a book. But people don't really want to do very much effort to work the inside. So we work a lot on the outside. We go to the gym, work out the body and this and that, but we don't really work the inside muscle, the brain. The brain has to be it's a muscle. It has to be, come on, once you start thinking and you start being more vital, there's more electricity up there too. When you think, it causes something inside. Hello. I know that because I feel a lot more alive, a lot more vibrant, a lot more present, a lot more with my life than I was before. Come on. It's not because I have changed so much. You would have seen me before. I'm the same driven guy. I always had drive. Always had drive. Always wanted to do something with my life. But now it's just I have a big, big, big dream. A big dream. And yeah, I think it's possible to live your dream. It's possible. Nothing is impossible if you put your mind to it. It's just a big word with small meaning. I'm possible. That's it. And if you tell yourself that anything is possible, and you put your mind to it, you will not be stopped. There's no earthly stuff you cannot achieve. You cannot learn. You cannot nothing. You can learn anything. You don't even need to go to school. Put your mind to it. You'll figure it out. Like, there's stuff in my other shop where I was working, I had to do electricity and stuff. Never put my hand really in an electrical panel. Like, I've seen panels, seen connection and stuff, but never really studied the electricity. But guess what? I figured it out because I had no choice. I had to figure it out. She wouldn't want to call an electrician or nothing to fix the machine. So I said, okay, I'll try to do something. Shut off the breaker, play with, I figured it out. If you put your mind to it, you will figure it out. If you are willing to figure it out too. If you stop yourself and you limit yourself and say, oh, no, I can't figure this out. It's going to take time to figure stuff out. Even here, what I'm doing, just to figure out how to do it, how to make it happen worldwide, it's going to take time to figure it out. But I'm willing. to figure it out, at least. If you have willingness, there's nothing that really... you can... If you have willingness to do whatever it takes to act in spite of fear, is the basis of courage. Is the basis of courage. And courage is the foundation from which determination is born. And if you're determined to do something, you have the courage, you have the strength. You think life wants you to lose? Is that it? Like, are we here to lose? I don't think so. Life wants us to win, that's for sure. Life doesn't want me. I cannot conceive that. I cannot process that in my mind that I'm here to lose. Like, what I've given life, the most precious gift I ever received is life, and I'm a champion. I know it. I told you why. We're all champion. You didn't forget that one, I hope. That you survived millions of sperm before you got here. And that makes you a champion in yourself. Never, never forget that one. There was a million others with me. I made it through the egg. I'm here today. That makes me a champion. Just for that. Just for that. I was the strongest. I was the fastest. And I knew where I was going. Boom! I got there. And I got out. And now I'm here. Ha! Yeah. Alive. And that's the case for each and every one of us. We all come from an egg. We all come from an egg. We all have conquered the egg. So, it's to realize all these things too is very important, but we don't. And I've never looked at life like that. I never look at life like, hey, I'm a champion from start. No, I thought being champion was a long run or something. But no, we're all champion. We're all champion, and it's just because some of us haven't discovered maybe how to win or how to get there, but I don't think we're here to accept the losing it's a state of mind anyway. If you see yourself as a loser or small, or you play small, or with life, you be bold with life. Who cares? It's your life. Your day, your time, your life. Who cares what people think about you? Do what you have to do. Tomorrow you might be gone. Tomorrow you might be gone. What the heck you gonna have done with your life? Look at other people's life, encourage other people, encourage everybody else but yourself. You're never going to have a super high vibration while you're here. Come on. That's why I'm saying tick-tock, tick-tock, tick-tock. Don't waste time. Don't waste time. You never know when this experience is going to end. That's the thing. It might be long. Like, I hope it lasts 250 years, my experience here. Even more. Like, maybe I'll be in China with Jay and be very zen at 100 and and be still alive. But, I for sure, if, that's the only experience, I think that maybe there's something else after. Who knows? But I'm not really focused on that, because that is something else. That is something else. Now I'm here and now in flesh. I got to focus on doing something now. Just that. Just that is a lot. So the depth or stuff like that, I'll focus on that when I get there, and I'll have a smile on my face when I get there anyway. So I'm not in fear of dying or stuff. I'll have a smile on my face, and I'll leave this realm and go for another realm, maybe, or maybe they're gonna take me somewhere, or I don't know. Maybe I think if I do enough, if I shine enough light and the divine light, like. That we are in that time in a way where the thoughts of the divine is manifested through us. That's our thoughts manifest the divine. That's what it is. Do you see God here? Do you see God here? Like, it's us. It's us in charge. As far as I'm concerned, we have dominion and power over everything on the face of the earth. But now we're just gone evil. But that's us. Like, collectively, we're so powerful. Imagine if the universal love would flow all over, and there would be no ego building shit and stuff. Wow, this world would be such. And you would say hi to your neighbor. You would help your neighbor. You would go to your neighbor, offer them stuff. It starts locally. Then we have to start talking to our neighbors also. It's good to look for truth and stuff. Like I say always, but if we don't talk to each other, it's complete delusion. So I want to bring back that kindness, that love, that good vibration, that smile on my face, that that thing that say that I'm in joy with life, that I'm full joy. It's important to have a full joy with life in every moment. Squeeze the joy out of every moment that you can, because you don't know when it's gonna end. That experience, so squeeze the joy, squeeze it, and hold the joy. Hold the joy. Life is beautiful. Life is beautiful. Even if I have hard times, and I go through hard times all the time. Like, for not only with the pain, with life itself, with Babylon. So I'm challenged each and every day. But I keep a smile on my face, and I know I'm gonna get through it. If you know you're gonna get through something, you have faith. There's always a solution to be found. I always told that myself. I went through shit in life that I never thought I was gonna get through, like stuff that I, wow, telling you, pay your dues, because you're gonna pay them now, or you'll pay double later. Yeah, and stuff. No, stuff can, for sure. We are the champions, my friend, for sure. Yeah. Yes, many simply do things because it's what most have done before them. A dogma, yeah, for sure. Especially nowadays with technology advancement, people have such a limited attention span. Yeah, that's the thing. It's the attention span. I always say that to reggae artists when they come on the Truman Show. I said, we're going to do an hour, because the attention span is not really there for most people. Because we're always pulled. Our mind is not here. So we're always constantly thinking of distraction, thinking of the next TV show, or the stuff that is not really relevant. But if you're here and now, these kinds of things don't get to you so much. The attention span, you will have it. You will focus more. It's just a matter of focus and listening. It takes courage for me to talk, yeah, but it takes courage for you to listen. And not only courage, it takes you attention span. You gotta have attention. You gotta be attentive, for sure. Same for me. If I'm not attentive to what I think, I'll say a whole bunch of bullshit. I'll say a whole bunch of bullshit, probably. A whole bunch of bullshit. Yeah. That's one of the things I really admire about China, is the sense of community that exists. Yeah, I heard that China and Japan also is very, in public transport, is very respectful. Even though there's a lot of people, they're very respectful to each other. It's not the same rhythm than Montreal. You're not on St. Catherine, St. Laurent. It's not the same beat as Montreal. I'm sure about that. I don't trash Montreal, but it's just Babylon, big time, just like any cities and probably in the world. Even China is Babylon, but it's just the people have maybe more zen, more respect, more tranquility, more integrity, more. I don't know. There's something with people in China. Great people. I was working for a lady that she had Chinese machine, and I had two Chinese guy coming to Canada, and I was taking care of them. I had to put them in an hotel. I was traveling them each and every day, doing their stuff for them, and they were only speaking Chinese. And I'm telling you, at the end of the 2 weeks, I was almost comprehending what they were saying. Like, it's not something that, and even like sometimes I was speaking to them in English. They couldn't understand really, but just a little bit, and they were replying in Chinese. But we spoke like that for the 2 weeks or 3 weeks they were here. I think we extended one more week. I think they were here for 3 weeks, maybe more. I think more than that. Anyway, they were here for a long time, and I took care of them the whole time. And at the end, I was almost speaking Chinese. But they're great people, always very, very polite, very lots of manner. Chinese people, very much, lots of manner, even though they eat a bit, they eat weird stuff. They eat dogs, apparently, and stuff. Like, it's a bit, but that's everywhere. The programming, the evil stuff, the eating blood gets to everyone everywhere. But a lot of people in China don't give in to a lot of vegetarian and eat like it's It's everywhere. You go in the city, then you will find stuff like that. Yeah. It seems more separated in the West, at least in the States, from my experience. Yeah. Yes, in Canada, people are living in fear for our own government that is stopping. Yeah, we start to notice stuff like where you can fool some people sometime, but you can't fool all the people all the time. Same like me, I've been fooled, but now they can't fool me no more. I know it's a bunch of lies, so now I question things. That's what happened with you. Once you are raising your awareness and stuff, stuff will not go to you without will not pass in front of your awareness without you noticing the bullshit or the bullshit in there. Like it's very easy. Once you know, just realize you've been lied to and question. Question everything you've been taught in school, especially here in Canada and US. But it's the same school. It's the UNESCO that take care of the schooling program all over the earth. So it's all the same gang. They have their gangs. They have their gangs. I had the list the other day here. They have their gangs. Hold on, I have a list of this. Here. The banking and money gang. Then you get the banking dynasties, the international money center banks, central banks, International Monetary Fund, World Bank, International Bank of Settlement, World Conservation Bank, multinational corporation, foundations. Then the Secret Society gang, Freemasons, the Otto, Skull and Bones, Rosicrucian, Knight Templars, Knight of Malta, Committee of 300, Priory of Sion, others, religious gangs, the Vatican, the World Council of Churches, the World Parliament of Religion, New Age cults, others, political gangs. You want it? I'll bring it on. Hold on. Bilderberg Group, Council of Foreign Relations, Trilateral Commission, Club of Rome, Bohemian Group, regional groups, UE, EU, NATO, etc., labor unions, the Intel Gang, the CIA, FBI, MI15, KGB, Mossad, Mafia, Organized Crime, Information Awareness Office, Interpol, and the educational PR gangs. Mainstream media, environmental groups like Greenpeace and stuff. UNESCO, Planetary Congress, UNESCO, that's the stuff I was telling you. The World Constitution and the school education buddies. Anyway, they're all in gangs. Once you see that stuff, you start joining that, and you're going to see clearly. They're all a bunch of mad people trying to control everyone. Janik, welcome you, Jay. We do troll free here. Yeah. Brainwash with lies as the demons laugh at us. Yeah, we're brainwashed with lies, exactly. And they laugh at us. They make fun of us. That's why they sent the clown in outer space and fake outer space. Guy Laliberté. It's a guy from Quebec. They sent him in space, apparently, with a red nose. But people don't see that. They don't see that the red nose to make fun of you. They sent the clown in space to make fun of you. And fake space or whatever. And people, we're not seeing that because the veil and the non-questioning state and all this. So we're very, very, very numb to reality, and we trust them blindly. So, and we have forgotten to think. We have forgotten to think. So guys, I'm out, and I'll be back tomorrow. And until then, rise and shine. That's the order of the day. Stay positive. Positive thoughts. Positive life, for sure. And that's it. We elevate each and every day. Better days are coming. Yeah. That I know. Yeah. So I love you all. And big up, Jay. Big up, Red. And I'll see you again tomorrow, same time. I'm here each and every day. We win early. We win the day. Boom. Live and direct. Janik, your host. Tubing out. See ya.